Present. Share screen. All right. Live and broadcast. Let's do a market recap. Sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa inyo, my name is Brian. I'm a coach, a mentor, and in the Hunters Group. What we do is look out for the members and give guidance sa mga nangyayari sa markets. So let's begin with Bitcoin. Okay? Marami na akong drawings dito so far na. We're gonna go into crypto, we're gonna go into Forex, and then we're gonna go into some US stocks. I'm not really in a rush right now. So this is the good part. A lot of the markets are showing reversals. Okay, a lot of the markets are showing reversals. Confirmation wise, there could be more. Okay, Bitcoin, don't rush it kasi right now it's testing a major resistance. This is a drop na nag-delete ng June lows noong November. So strength-wise, maraming shorters dito. That's why at some point we were doing a mentoring and then I mentioned na this area at 21071.1 stop loss above 21473 is a major resistance, and during that time it dropped. It actually poked into this area and it dropped. And then it's still trying to break that area, meaning there's a lot of buying going on in the market. Bitcoin, hindi pa rin nagbabago ang sentiment ko. Bitcoin is right now sideways. Hindi niya pa nabibreak yung downtrend. Comfort-wise for a downtrend break, the first price is 21,473.7. The second price to prove buying strength would be a break above 22,850. Okay, marami pa tayong resistances for Bitcoin to just to say na it's gonna go back up to 60,000 again. For the hopeful school, for the more technical and the intraday traders, we have to watch the daily time frame. Okay, watch the daily time frame, and then we can have an idea on what we'll do inside that day. So, Bitcoin, where am I interested in buying? In a 1 hour time frame, I'm not really I'm not aggressive with this, pero this looks good. This looks good, pero I need a close above 21,544. If it doesn't do that, I'm not going to take this as a waiting order. I would take this as a confirmation order. Range 18,400. So sa 18,400, below that is a nice buying section. Why? Because that's the first resistance break. Okay, that means buyers stepped in. At this time, for Bitcoin, 1813.9 would be a good buy price for me. The second buy price would be 17,589. Yung mga prices below, that's the full area. So stop loss would be below those prices. It's up to you as a trader to determine kung paano mo gagamitin yung mga stop losses mo. Now, Ethereum is doing the same, and I've always mentioned Ethereum has the buying strength. Okay, Ethereum has the buying strength, but right now we're bumping into major resistance. So what do we need to wait for? A break in the major resistance if you want to buy. Pero after buying, the strategy is price action. The way to trade this is retracement. Ibig sabihin, I wait a lot. Okay, patience-wise, I have to be patient because I'm not really into breakout trading. I tried breakout trading before. It just doesn't fit my style and also my comfort. So for now, what I want to see Ethereum do is drop. Right now that it's hitting its major resistance and actually failing to break that. So I want to see this drop before going up again. A drop below 1354.40 would trigger for my sense of buying. Buying areas would be somewhere in 1277.77, stop loss below 1233.00. That's one buying section. Second section is here. Actually, this would be the aggressive section, 1348.70. Somewhere inside or somewhere before those areas, same situation for Bitcoin. This would be aggressive, 1465.49. What I would like to see is mag-close above dito sa price na to, si Ethereum before buying this. Pero if it does come back here, I'm okay taking this intraday trade. Maybe a 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 profit target. It's up to you. Pero at this point, I'm seeing a bounce. If it goes back to this area, there's most likely going to be a bounce. Now, yeah, that's the only area that I'm interested in, the 1 hour time frame. Lower time frame, most likely meron dito. I'm not gonna probe into that. It's gonna take us a while for me to explain each and every area. Pero that's how trading works for me. See how it's doing the same with BNB. This would be the aggressive area for BNB. See that? Okay. The most recent capture for BNB is, I'm not sure if I shared this to the public or if I just did this for the paid membership, but we found the bottom, 270.78 as a buying area, 269.37. Below that would be the stop price. See how it poked this area? That was the bottom of this current move. If it moves back, profits are already up more than 10-to-1. So I'm recreating the public trade log for the public and the paid members. The difference is we probe into more coins for the paid members. Also, I teach all of the strategy, all of the analysis, why, how areas would work, and what am I waiting for. That's the mentoring group for us. Guidance into beginners and Q&A for everyone else. And then more Q&A for the strategy that I'm using. And ang kanagandahan sa mentoring group namin is I'm not the only mentor, I'm not the only coach. So there's multiple coaches. When we have different styles. So now BNB, if you watch the previous video, I mentioned there's selling pressure in BNB. The only time that I'm gonna flip that idea is if BNB deletes 318. Okay, the next portion of that is for BNB to challenge again the resistance area of 374.90. The last resistance area for the downtrend is 460. Okay, pero before that, most likely if BNB were to challenge 374.90, it has to create an uptrend. Otherwise, magkakaroon tayo ng weak momentum upside and walang trend na supporting that. There's not going to be a trend supporting that move. We need a daily time frame trend. That's insane. As far sa mga trend traders, you know this. The trend will keep on going until it breaks. All right? Sa mga nanonood noon sa Euro, if you watch my previous market recap, this is what I've been waiting for Euro. Okay? It's a break above this price. Well, I'll clean this up. A break above this price confirms this mini uptrend. And it did it. Now it's hitting that trap area right here. And next trap area is right here. This is just daily time frame analysis. Again, we can do a lower time frame analysis, pero right now, this is more of a recap. It's not for intraday. It's more of a long-term income trade. That's why I'm sticking to just this time frame. So uptrend will break if it breaks and closes below 1.04833. For the time being, I want to buy Euro. The most aggressive is below 1.07362. 1 hour time frame would reveal something. Yeah, this price right here. Actually, medyo magulo to. This is two areas for me. 1.06936 as a start of buying. Maybe I'll put 50% of a position here, and the second 50% right here. This is going to be a waiting order. Best place would be here. This is a big area, 1.05452 to start buying, and then stop loss below that of 1.05009. That's a big area. Pero profit-wise, it can take we can take home at least 2 to 1 here or 3 to 1. Dito sa aggressive area na to, ang profit potential nito would be at 2 to 1 to 5 to 1. That's pretty nice. We just need to see a breakdown of euro again. It needs to cool down again. So another waiting game, USDJPY. So USDJPY, sa mga nag-aabang, sa mga nanonood ng market recaps ko, the buying area got triggered. It's now at a 1-to-1. Shorting areas never got triggered. Would have been nice if it went there first. So now what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the price to actually go back and test above 129.508. So if anyone is in this trade, um, you can take partial profit or you can move your stop loss to break even. Protect your capital. Profit comes later. The next portion is shorting. Okay, when the market goes up, what are you looking for? Most of the time, it's where the top would be when it drops because the market goes up and down. So the first area for shorting would be 132.068. Above that is the stop loss 132.875. Above that, okay? So yan yung last price, and then above that would be stop loss somewhere around 133.116. GBPUSD, it failed the downtrend. Okay, it failed the downtrend. Right now, there's no trend for GBPUSD in the daily time frame. Yes, I can still say na hindi niya pa nababreak yung uptrend, pero it has to confirm this uptrend. It has to go above 1.24468. If it doesn't do that, then it's sideways. So right now, we're looking at sideways action. I'm interested in buying or shorting this below 1.20782 or above 1.23421. That's my shorting area. This is my buying area. In an hour time frame, yes, this is pretty much it. 1.9299. Nothing above that, nothing before that. That's going to be my buying area. And then, short-wise, this is a lot smaller of an area, and I like that. The smaller the area, the closer the target, and the higher profit potential if the trade works. So this right here is my first shorting area, 1.23882, and then final price of 1.24028. So above that, 1.24082 would be my stop loss, somewhere around that. Okay. So, ano ba yung sinasabi ko na ratio na 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 or 5 to 1? That means that if you're risking like $1, $5, $10, i-multiply nyo yung sinasabi ko. So, that's the reward to risk. I'm not a scalper. I'm an intraday trader. Sometimes I do scalp, pero I prefer to take higher value trades than scalping my profits kasi it really catches up. That's why I don't do scalping. The ratio just breaks down when I do scalp. Now, going into stocks. Stocks. So we're going to look at Dow Jones. The Dow Jones industry has buying strength and it's still trying to go into that buying frenzy. Pero right now, it's hitting that resistance. It just hit that today. That's Friday, January 13, though that's not today. Okay, bank holiday. So half-day markets dito sa US, so it didn't move. It's most likely gonna open below and probably gonna drop. Pero we'll see. Come tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm at the Eastern Standard Time, so that's gonna be tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. For the official opening time, 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. ang extended hours. So we'll see. Personally, I see Dow Jones as the strongest index, meaning anything stock-wise inside the Dow Jones or anything that they have in this ETF is strong to move to the upside. I want to pull back because I'm a buyer. If I'm a buyer, I don't want to buy high. I want to buy low. So hindi ako nagmamadali. I'm just waiting and waiting. Nasdaq has proven its strength. All right, now we're waiting for a gap fill. We'll see if it drops from here. QQQ is Nasdaq. Okay, if you hear that in the news or if you read about that, isa yan sa mga indexes and it's tech heavy. Sa mga nakakaalam ng situation ngayon ng tech stocks, yes, they dropped like crazy, pero at the end of the day, it's just part of the bear cycle. It's not a bear market. It's I would definitely say we're still in a bullish market if we look out. This is a monthly time frame. Yes, we're dropping like crazy, pero you have to remember the trading world or the stock world, the financial world has gone online. So there's a lot more money than before. That's why volatility has increased and that's why the markets are dropping like crazy or going up like crazy. Maraming and right now, ang daming investors, they're saying they're just waiting. So what happens if those investors all at the same time injects the money into the stock market, right? You see what where I'm going here? It's either gonna blast up high or it's just gonna stay. They're just gonna stay and wait. They're probably in the bonds market right now. Because let's be honest, the companies that are falling like crazy, they're gonna borrow money. So saan ka kukuha ng pera? You're gonna go into the bonds market. And if you have contracts for the bonds, you can sell those and you can make profit. Now it can go down, drop, drop, drop. I'm interested in buying this QQQ here. Pero I need for it, again, to prove that it's strong. This is going to be a confirmation. The reason behind that is once it breaks here, once it breaks this price, that's a proof of selling. So I'm interested in picking up some shares here, 267.05, and just below that. Would be my stop loss. Meaning I'm gonna stop buying if it breaches to 64.77, and then I'm gonna hold like crazy if it doesn't. Okay, I'm just gonna move my stop loss. And then SPY is S&P 500. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, this is there we go. I plotted this area in one of my sessions. I'm not sure if it's a market recap or if it's a mentoring session, but see how it bounced from this area. I mentioned that this is a buying area, a major buying support area. So now it's gonna test again this resistance. Okay, it's most likely gonna test again this resistance. This is one of maybe 5 or 7 scenarios that's coming into my head. The first scenario is test this resistance. The extreme scenario is it's gonna burst through and then gap fill again this top area right here, 421.22. Now, the second scenario is from this area that it's filling right now as a gap, 399.40, it's gonna drop down again and test this. The third scenario is it's gonna range in between this area. Okay, the fourth scenario would be it's gonna delete this area and then delete this area. So marami pwedeng scenarios. Just be open, just be neutral, and just take what the market tells you. Yung Bitcoin, ganun din. BNB, Ethereum, ganun din. All those scenarios come into play. It's just what it is. We don't control the markets. The market just tells us what we can do. So wait for those ideas, wait for those signals, and take the trade when you feel comfortable. If not, take it in a demo account, in a free demo account, so you're safe and you can get that experience. Okay, this is no different than having a job. Okay, trading is no different than having a job. It's a skill. So the more you do it, the easier it gets, the more second nature it becomes. So I'm gonna end this session with reports for this week, Tuesday, January 17. We have some CPI from Canada, and most likely ang heaviest impact would be USD, the manufacturing index, JPY. So anyone trading JPY for ForEx, just be on the lookout on Tuesday. Itong mga red na to, especially the monetary policy statement, that's gonna move the markets like crazy. So anyone trading with the JPY currency, be it USD, Euro, or GBP, or any currency, nandiyan na magkakaroon ng volatility. Also Canada, because of the CPI. Wednesday, January 18, we have GBP, the same session, and core PPI. So sa mga naka-experience na ng PPI volatility, that's Wednesday, January 18. And then Thursday, wala masyado. Crude oil. Love crude oil. There's an FOMC member speaking. Pero this is orange folder from the Forex factory. So it's not unexpected extreme volatility as a red folder. And then Friday, January 20, again, orange folders. So Tuesday and Wednesday are the ones to watch. So, and I'm gonna end this session for at this point. If anyone has questions, please do post on the comments. I can go ahead and I'll go ahead and answer those. And if you have any suggestions on what we can do to further help guide people, go ahead and do so. On a previous market recap, may nagtatanong about what's the basis of this. This is one of the many strategies outside of the market or inside of the trading industry. And unfortunately, medyo I slacked off on the trade logs, but I'm catching up on that, and I'll update as soon as possible and share it to the public. So the results of whatever we did as far as trades, of the trades that we did, it's not whatever. December 1, we caught a highest of 8-to-1 trade on on one of the cryptocurrencies. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna end this session now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Green trades.